my channel. This is a memory plan for the week of August 7th through the 13th, which was the week of my daughter's wedding. So I am basically just going to use pictures from the wedding day to remember this. And honestly, like, I am not super sentimental, but I have tried to record this voiceover twice already and I keep crying. So hopefully third time's the charm and we can get through this. So that is the invitation. I actually designed and made the invites. And that floral washi tape is from a tube at Michael's. So my daughter and my new son-in-law are both in the Navy, which means that it was not something that we had the luxury of a great deal of time to plan. Essentially, she called in July and said that they were going to come to Ohio in August and that they were going to get married. And I think her initial plan was for it to be just kind of, they were going to go to the Justice of the Peace, and she kind of wanted to have like a barbecue or something at the house. And I am in the wedding industry, and so, you know, I was trying not to be like Momzilla about it, but I'm so proud of her, and she's just turned into this amazing young woman, and I felt like, you know, it deserved something more than the Justice of the Peace wedding. And that is a picture of all 5 of my children. Even though you can't see my oldest son, it looks like he's photobombing in the back. He is a good foot taller than the rest of us. And then my youngest son in the front he doesn't understand why parties that aren't for him. So that was his look much of the day. He was utterly unimpressed with the entire thing. And then that's just one of the first pictures that I took of her in her wedding dress. So, and she was stunning. And yeah, so I actually printed these out at Walgreens instead of using my sprocket. So I'm just using my glue stick to glue them down. I'm also using one of the Happy Planner sticker books instead of using scrapbook paper this week. She opted not to have bridesmaids, so she has 2 sisters, and she has 3 really good friends and a cousin who, you know, if this were a big wedding, would have all been bridesmaids. But since it was a really small wedding, there were only 25 people there. She thought it would be ridiculous to have 6 bridesmaids. So they had no wedding party. It was just the 2 of them, and it was very, very sweet. But we did spend time, they actually rented an Airbnb, and so all of the girls were there the day of the wedding, hanging out and getting dressed and getting our hair and makeup done, and it was just a great time. And yeah, my father, who is her grandfather, is a minister, and so he married them, which was just really sweet. And I know my dad enjoyed being a part of their day in that way. And then she asked my husband, who is her stepfather, to give her away, and that just meant the world to him, and it meant the world to me. And as you saw in the video, he spent much of the day choked up, which was very sweet. I was trying to find a way to fit in that picture of my youngest son because he looked so cute in his little short pants and suspenders and bow tie. And then there's a photo of me and my daughter and my parents, who we are lucky enough, they're both in their 80s and they're still in relatively good health. So they were there, and also her paternal grandmother was there, even though their relationship with their father is complicated, but I was very happy that his mom and sister were able to attend the wedding, especially with such short notice. So yeah, we opted to have the reception at a local restaurant, which took a lot of the planning away. They did an amazing job. They have fantastic food. So yeah, the ceremony was in a local park and underneath a gazebo, and it was just kind of in the round. We all stood around the gazebo, and they got married in the middle by my dad. It was very sweet, 10-minute ceremony, no muss, no fuss. And then we went to the restaurant for dinner, and it was a great relaxed time. It was super sweet when they were walking. So I don't know if you can tell from this dress, well, you could probably see in the video, but so she just wore like a short dress, and my new son-in-law looked very dapper in his blue suit. But when they were walking in to the restaurant, which was like in a little square, so there were lots of people. It was a beautiful day, so there were lots of people out sitting at tables on the sidewalk and whatnot, and she had on her dress and her bouquet, and they were asking what the occasion was, and they said, oh, we just got married. And so people burst into spontaneous applause and kind of stood up and cheered. That was a really great moment. So she's my oldest daughter, and I have two more. So, definitely look forward to more family weddings and celebratory events. They are actually both on different coasts now. He is stationed in Virginia, and she is currently in Portland, awaiting her orders to go to Guam, which is kind of a frightening situation right now. But yeah, so they came and were here for the week, and it was the first time that we had met him in person. Like, I've talked to him on the phone and we have FaceTimed, but it was our first time meeting him face to face, and he is just a really great guy. I think they balance each other out really, really well. So I just, have some pictures down, kind of filling it in with washi, and then leaving some spots to jot down a few notes about that day, and just how proud I am of her and the both of them. And just seeing these pictures, I don't know, it makes me get all sentimental about the day all over again. And we had a super simple but delicious cake. I did her flowers and the invitations and the centerpieces, so I'm just putting down some of the details, and this is the final spread. I love the way it turned out. I ended up tipping in the invite, but like I said, this is a day that we won't forget anytime soon. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.